10 scariest hybrid animals that actually exist. In today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at 10 animals that you won't believe exist. These hybrid animals are crosses between the most unlikely species and have won against evolution to come into existence. So, without further ado, here's number 10 of the scariest hybrid animals that actually exist. Number 10. Kai wolf. The kai wolf is a hybrid species that is the result of interbreeding between 3 distinct North American canids: the coyote, the gray wolf, and the eastern wolf. This unique genetic blend resulted in a new predator that has the combined traits of all 3 individual species. The geographic range of the kai wolf covers a significant portion of the eastern United States and southeastern Canada. Did you know that compared to typical western coyotes, kai wolves are generally larger due to their genetic heritage, which includes wolf DNA? This large size can actually give them a competitive advantage in hunting and territorial disputes. Kai wolves exhibit a mix of behaviors inherited from their parent species. They display the intelligence and adaptability of coyotes, the social structure of wolves, and the ability to hunt in a variety of environments. Number 9. Beefalo. The beefalo, also known as a catalo, is a hybrid animal resulting from the crossbreeding of domestic cattle and American bison. The name beefalo sounds funny, but is actually a combination of beef from cattle and alo from buffalo, which is a colloquial term for bison. Regarding their habitat, beefalo are found in various regions, primarily in the United States and Canada, where the bison and domestic cattle populations overlap. But what makes this hybrid animal special? Well, one of the most significant advantages of the beefalo is its hybrid vigor. The combination of genetics from both bison and cattle can lead to offspring that are hardier, more disease-resistant, and better adapted to harsh environmental conditions. Also, in some cases, beefalo has been introduced into areas with declining bison populations to act as a conservation measure. By incorporating beefalo genetics into the bison population, it is hoped that some of the bison's unique traits and genetic diversity can be preserved. Number 8. Zebraid. A zebraid, also known as a zorse or zonkey, is a hybrid animal resulting from the crossbreeding of a zebra with a horse or a donkey. The term zebraid is a combination of zebra and equid, which is the scientific family that includes horses, donkeys, and zebras. Seeing is believing when it comes to this animal, since zebraoids typically display a combination of physical characteristics inherited from both parent species. This means they often have striped patterns and coloration reminiscent of zebras, mixed with the body shape and size of the horse or donkey. The behavior of zebraoids is influenced by the wild and untamed nature of zebras. Zebras are native to Africa and are not domesticated like horses. They have evolved in different environments and have distinct survival instincts that differ from those of domesticated horses. As a result, some zebraoids may retain some of the natural instincts and behaviors of their zebra parent, such as being more alert, skittish, and wary of unfamiliar stimuli. Number 7. Boar pig. The hybrid animal resulting from the crossbreeding of a domestic pig and a wild boar is known as a boar pig. These hybrids can actually occur when a domestic pig escapes or is released into the wild and interbreeds with wild boars. Boar pigs typically display a mix of traits inherited from both parent species. They may have physical features resembling domestic pigs, such as pinkish color, floppy ears, and a stockier body, combined with characteristics of wild boars, such as a more muscular build, longer snouts, and bristly coats. This hybrid is considered extremely hostile, owing to its boar genes. Number 6. Kama. The kama is a special hybrid animal resulting from the crossbreeding of a male dromedary camel and a female llama. The kama is sometimes also referred to as the camelid hybrid. It typically exhibits a body shape more similar to that of a camel, with a humped back and long legs, but also has some features of a llama, such as its smaller size and longer neck. Its coat can vary, showing color patterns similar to either camels or llamas. Also, the cama isn't found in the wild since it is a man-made hybrid. It is typically found in controlled environments, such as zoos or research facilities. Number 5. Wolfen. The wolfen is a rare hybrid animal resulting from the crossbreeding of two different species, the common bottlenose dolphin and the false killer whale. And obviously, the name Wolfen is a combination of whale and dolphin. Interestingly, wolfens are extremely rare in the wild due to the geographical separation of their parent species. Most recorded instances of wolfens have occurred in captivity, where bottlenose dolphins and false killer whales have been housed together in marine parks or research facilities. The wolfens typically exhibit a blend of physical traits from both parent species. For example, they have a more streamlined body shape and sleek appearance similar to dolphins, but they also possess some features resembling false killer whales, such as a more pronounced and curved dorsal fin. Number 4. Killer bees. When we say killer bee, we're referring to the Africanized honeybee, which is a hybrid bee resulting from the interbreeding of European honeybees with African honeybees. This hybridization occurred in Brazil in the 1950s when African honeybees were introduced with the intention of improving honey production and beekeeping in the region. And oh boy, did it work! The Africanized bees were well suited for the tropical climate of South America and demonstrated impressive adaptability and a strong tendency to swarm and establish new colonies. But there was one problem. One of the defining characteristics of the Africanized honeybee is its highly, and by highly we mean extremely, defensive nature. In July 1999 in Tucson, Arizona, a tragic accident took place when a group of 4 people disturbed an Africanized honeybee hive while hiking. The bees responded aggressively and attacked the hikers in large numbers. The victims were stung repeatedly during the swarm's attack. Despite their attempts to flee, the aggressive bees pursued them for a considerable distance. Tragically, one of the hikers, a 49-year-old man named John Skubal, was unable to escape the relentless attack and succumbed to the numerous bee stings. The other hikers also suffered multiple stings but survived the incident. This goes to show how dangerous this hybrid is. Number 3. Growler Bear. The Growler Bear, also known as a Pizzly bear, is a hybrid animal resulting from the crossbreeding of a polar bear and a grizzly bear. The name Growler Bear is a portmanteau of grizzly and polar. Typically, Growler Bears have a coat color that is lighter than that of grizzly bears, but darker than that of polar bears, ranging from off-white to light brown or even blonde. The length of their fur can also vary, with some individuals having longer, shaggier fur like grizzly bears, and others having shorter, denser fur like polar bears. Their head shape may be more rounded like a polar bear, or it may be more elongated and angular like that of a grizzly bear. The size of the Growler Bear's body can fall between that of polar bears and grizzly bears, and they may have a shoulder hump similar to grizzly bears, though the size and prominence of the hump can differ. Number 2. Jaglian. The Jaglian, also known as the Jaguan or Jagulian, is a hybrid animal resulting from the crossbreeding of a male jaguar and a female lion. Typically, Jaglians have a coat color that resembles that of a jaguar, which is a tawny yellow background with rosettes or distinctive dark spots arranged in a ring-like pattern covering their body. These rosettes are more commonly seen in jaguars, but can be less pronounced in Jaglians due to their genetic blend. Their body size falls somewhere between that of lions and jaguars. Jaguars are more robust and stockier, while lions are generally larger and more muscular. So think of a mix between the two. A Jaglian's facial features also show a blend of characteristics from both parent species. with variations in the shape of the head and size of the eyes. Number 1. Liger. Finally, the liger is a hybrid animal resulting from the crossbreeding of a male lion and a female tiger. Ligers are known for their large size, as they inherit growth-promoting genes from both lion and tiger parents. They are often the largest of all big cat hybrids. Ligers typically have a tawny yellow or light golden coat similar to lions, with some individuals displaying faint tiger-like stripes on their bodies. However, ligers do not have the prominent dark stripes commonly seen in tigers. Instead, they may have a few dark spots or faint striping patterns. Their overall body structure is similar to that of a lion, with a robust and muscular build. In terms of temperament, lions are social animals that live in prides with complex social structures. They are known for their cooperative hunting, where females work together to bring down prey. Tigers, on the other hand, are solitary hunters, preferring to live and hunt alone. As a result of these differences in behavior, ligers may have a variable temperament, with some individuals displaying social tendencies akin to lions, while others may exhibit more solitary behaviors reminiscent of tigers. It's difficult to tell because ligers aren't usually found in the wild. They are a result of inbreeding occurring in research facilities. And that's our list. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date on videos like this. See you next time.